Today we will talk about how you can build $5,000 a month recurring revenue with a paid community. Let's get started. What if I told you that you could build $5,000 a month in recurring revenue without launching a new product every single month? No complicated funnels, no exhausting launches, no starting from zero every 30 days. Just a simple community model that pays you every single month like clockwork. That's exactly what I'm going to break down in this video with real numbers and not hype. So here's the problem that most women in the online space or most coaches, entrepreneurs that have online businesses is this. They create digital products for $97 and then they sell, let's say, 10 copies or 10 sales. That's $970. Good, right? I mean, that's not bad, especially for some who hasn't made a sale online. That's actually a good day, okay? A good week even. But then next month, you're back to zero. You're constantly launching, constantly promoting, and constantly exhausted. Look, I lived this cycle, years ago, and it almost burned me out completely. So I know exactly how that feels. But let me also tell you there's a better way to this, which is recurring revenue. You see, recurring income flips the entire model upside down because every member you add and every member who stays in your community month after month, as long as they're getting value and results, you get recurring revenue because they stay, right? And they pay. So month one, let's say you have 10 members that pay you $97 or even $47 a month. And then month two, you add 10 more. Now you have 20 paying you. And in the third month, you add 10 more people. Now you have 30 people paying you every single month. You see how that compounds over time? Absolutely. You're building on what you already have instead of starting over and, chasing clients every single day. So again, let me repeat that because I know I went through that really, really fast. So again, month one, you have 10 members. Month two, you add another 10 people, paid members, right? Now you have 20 paying you on month two. And then on the third month, you add another 10. Now you have 30 people that are paying you every single month. It's all the compounding effect, right? Again, you're not starting from scratch every single day or every single month. You have something that you build over time that's giving you recurring income, which is, through your paid community. And let me tell you, that's just one thing. That's just one offer. You can sell your digital products. You can sell your coaching programs, right? You can sell your events, your workshops. There's so many possibilities with having a paid community, but I will talk about that later on, okay? Okay, so let's dive in just a little bit and let me show you the math that completely changed my business. Right now, I have a $47 paid community, and that $47 a month actually is going to go up really soon. So at $47 a month, which is what I charge for my community right now, and that will eventually go up, is this, okay? You only need to have 107 members to hit $5,000 a month. So imagine that. $47 a month you're charging, and you only need 107 members to hit $5K a month. Imagine that. And if you build this within, let's say, a year, in less than a year, you will also achieve this milestone. Now, I know that might sound a lot, okay, a lot of work, and even 107 members, but listen to this. You don't need to get all 107 at once. If you just add those 10 new members every single month, like I mentioned earlier, and you keep 90% of your existing members, which is, by the way, is very doable, especially when you deliver, real value and results for them, you will hit that number in about 11 months, 12 months. Okay, so you're probably thinking, what do I actually put inside a paid community to make people want to stay month after month? Because after all, you are building, something from what you already have instead of starting from scratch every single day or every single month, right? Well, here are the 5 things that I want to share with you. Okay, so number 1 is this. You can add a weekly live training or a Q&A call. This is easy for us to do, especially for us entrepreneurs, because we often get those questions, right, that we often answer. Well, you can just create a weekly live training on this, or even not weekly, but bi-weekly. And that way, your members have the opportunity to connect with you live and have, and they can ask those questions live. And this doesn't need to be fancy. You can go 30 minutes to even 60 minutes where you teach something and answer their questions. So that's 1. Number 2, you can build a resource library with templates, scripts, guides, swipe files that you already have, online courses that you already have, high-ticket coaching programs. Some of you guys already have that. And put that inside the paid community where members can use them immediately or have access to it. You can even lock those certain digital products that you have. Let's say you want to, you have a checklist or a recipe or anything like that. You can lock that inside paid community, and when people want to pay for it, they pay for that for, let's say, $27 or $47. Online courses for $497. Okay, high ticket coaching program for $1,000 to $5,000, depending on how you curated or how you created that. And if your members are ready to buy that, they go in there, they pay with their credit card because it's all built inside the paid community. And they have access to that, right? So that's an easy thing for you to have is you build your resource library and have people have access to that, either paid or free. The third one is having monthly challenges, and I do this too. I have monthly challenges, and lately, because I've been so busy, I just do every 2-3 months. And then we just go from there. So the challenges, this is essentially where you drive engagement. Okay, this can actually help you drive engagement for your members. And it helps them, get those quick wins, whatever that is that you're offering in your paid community. Now, the last 2 are these. So number 4 is this. Direct access to you for questions and feedback. This is what people are really paying you for, access to your brain, okay? And you can help them with that. The last one is accountability, and then that human connection. People do not leave communities when they feel seen, supported, okay? And part of this is they feel that they're a part of something bigger than themselves. They have a community, they have a hub, let's say, to connect and build that type of connections. So these are the 5 things that I highly recommend that you create. Okay, the weekly training, Q&A, the resource library, the monthly challenges, or even every 3 months you have those challenges and workshops. direct access to you, where people are comfortable asking you questions to help them go from being stuck to moving, forward, from zero to getting results, right? And also, you have that accountability built in, and where you are able to guide them along the way, get them the results that they're looking for. And also having a community for your members to connect and build that relationship, because they're not there just to do things for themselves, but they're also there to be with a team of people who knows exactly what they're going through, and they're able to move forward together. So again, here are the 5 pillars of that you can have for your thriving paid community. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this if you'd like. You can stop the video if you need to, and just do a screenshot so you have a copy of this for your record. And once you are done, we'll move on to the next slides. Okay, so getting your first 25 members is easier than you think. And I don't want you to overcomplicate this thing, okay? It's not, I just don't want you to get overwhelmed, right? So what you can do is you can start with the people who already knows you. You can even look at your social media followers, your email list, even if it's just like, 50 people in there, at least you have a list, okay? Your friends, your former colleague, your network, your connections, okay? And I just want you to make a list of that. And let's say, 25 to 50 people, make a list, put it down on a sheet of paper or a notebook, and start connecting with those people and let them know. It's like, hey, I have this paid community. Would you like to be in it? Okay. Obviously, you can say more than that. You have to tell them what it is for, what are you doing in there, what kind of benefits they're going to get by joining your community. So to add to what I just said, the strategy for getting people into your community is this. You can give them free value through your content. You can create presentations like this and post them to your YouTube channel. You create YouTube videos, you create trainings such as this. You can also create those social media posts on, let's say, your LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever the case may be, wherever you are. Even your newsletter, if you have that, you can create and design something there and just post these things to your social media platforms that you have. Essentially, what you're doing is, you're not only creating this paid community, but you're also inviting people to go deeper by letting them know you have a community where you can discuss more about what you're doing. Go deeper inside your paid group, okay? And the beautiful thing also is you're already teaching this on the outside. You're already giving this free content with your people, your market. So the community is where they will get the full system, the full information that you have, the live support, the community, the accountability, the one that I mentioned, all of these things that I mentioned earlier. And last but not least is you put one simple call to action everywhere. You can do this in your YouTube descriptions, your social media bio, right? Your email signature, even on your newsletter if you have that. So just think of one link, one invitation, and don't make people choose between 5 or 10 different offers. You're going to make them confused. Just one. So one link to go to your paid community, one invitation, the message, you just have to figure that out. And then, just one offer for now. Just keep it simple in the beginning and go from there. You can always stack more. You can always create more But in the beginning, especially if this is your first time creating something like this, just keep it simple and keep it moving. So essentially, what you have here is this, especially if you build it properly, is you have your own member acquisition strategy. You create content for your audience, for your market, based on what they want and what they need. You lead them back to your paid community where you can go deeper with your lessons and trainings. And then you also give them accountability and they gain access to your full system. And what you're doing in your paid community is, you already have that warm audience there, okay? Because they know you and they join your community. Now, getting more outside your community, definitely reach out to people more. Do some outreach, organic outreach. Now, let me tell you which platform I use for my growing community. And I know I've mentioned this earlier, but it is called Skool, Skool. And it is a paid community. It is the simplest, most sustainable way to monetize your expertise and then also build real financial freedom. Now, inside my community, the Digital Entrepreneurs Community, which is what I call DEC, I teach the full system. How to set it up, how to get your first members, how to create content that keeps them there, that helps them stay, how to scale to 100 members and beyond. Now, if you want to join my group, the link to join is right there, actually, on the screen, skool.com/school. And also DEC, the link is in the description below, okay? And right now, it's only $47 a month, and the fee can go up anytime. So make sure you check us out before the prices goes up really soon. So let me ask you this though. Are you paying 10 different tools to run your business? If so, I highly recommend that you take a look at Skool. You can use my link there that I will be providing for you. The thing is, you don't need those fancy funnels or a separate, website or a separate online course platform or even an outside calendar and so much more. You don't need all those things because all these tools, if you bought them separately, could cost you over, I don't know, $500 to even $1,000 a month. Wow, that's a lot, right? Skool, on the other hand, you can start at $9 a month. Yes, you heard it right. $9 a month for basic features, or $99 a month for full access to all their features, which I highly recommend. I actually have the full access there because it just opened up so much more, and I can have multiple admins to help me because I can't always just run Skool community by myself. I gotta have people there. So either way, going with Skool at either $9 or $99 a month, it not only saves you time because you have to figure out the integration of the funnel and the website and then the email, all that good stuff, right? It saves you time having to figure that out, but it also saves you money because Skool handles all that stuff for you. Okay, you need the landing page, you have the Skool. You need to email your members, you have Skool. You need calendar to let them know what's going on about your workshop or whatever training that you have. Skool, it already has that built in as well. And even payment gateway. Okay, all you got to do is with Skool is connect it to your Stripe account. That way you can get paid every single month or every time you sell something inside your Skool. Okay? So Skool, it can hold all of your online courses, all your digital products that you want to sell. And it's all under your community, okay? This is the only platform I use for my paid community, and I'm actually, tried other ones, but I always go back to Skool, and I have it for more than a year now, which, it's a game changer for me, really, for me and for my clients and my students, because I have the majority of my students using Skool, and they're just crushing it. I mean, I have a student who started in December, and December time frame, this is where a lot of people say people go on vacation. They're not thinking about other things but buying those Christmas gifts or holiday gifts or going on vacation or going those trips or this and this and this and that. They're not thinking about growing their business. Well, I actually have a student, and she's really new to the online space, and I did this challenge for 30 days in December, and she was one of the participants, and within, I think it was like less than a week, she not only had clients, but she made a few, like $500 within that first week. But before the December was over, I think it was like after a little bit after the second week, she earned more than 3,500. I think it was like almost $4,000. So imagine that, when people are telling you no one is going to pay for what you have. It's hard to sell during the holidays because everyone is preoccupied about themselves and all that, right? But my student, she was like, like, I'm just gonna do this challenge, and I'm just gonna go for it. And she went all in. She went from zero sales to having nearly $4,000 even before Christmas was over. She made it before Christmas. So imagine that. Imagine that for someone who has barely have any experience, and she just went all out, right? She's a coach. She went all out with this challenge, and within the third week, she earned nearly, $4,000. So imagine that, right? It's a game changer. And a lot of my students actually also have created their paid community and having those recurring income. So if you're watching this training right now, I just want you to know that you have the expertise that people will gladly pay for. You've spent decades building knowledge that someone else desperately needs. So your next step is to join my community called DEC. And the link is either in the description below, and also it's on the screen right now, skool.com/coach. It's only $47 for now, okay, right now. And the price will go up soon, like I said earlier, so make sure you check us out as soon as possible. And once you join, you can get my free AI business starter kit for your business. Okay? So thank you, everybody. I'm Ires Alliston, the AI Freedom Architect. If this video actually helped you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell, because I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday helping women over 40 build real businesses, okay? I'll see you Thursday and inside the group. See you then.